Perfect. He just wants to show off for a minute here. So we'll let him go around so we don't get too dizzy. He is a show horse. Look at the big pranciness. Now, so about how many circles did he do there? Like 3 or 4. Oh, sure, we can let him come in. I think he does. Look at him. He's about to perish. Very nice. So he did about 3 or 4 circles. Then he stopped in the corner and he started to change direction. All right. So we'll see if we can send him out the other way and we'll see how many circles he does that way. Okay. And it was nice, like he turned, he stopped, and he connected with you. We wanted to reward him for that, like asking you a question. Good boy, Herbie. Are you ready? Right. Go ahead and send him to the left. Good boy. Oh, good job. Very good with your energy, Mark. Now this feels, yep. So kind of snap your stick or wave your stick. There you go. And until he starts going in a full circle, keep focus on his tail. Good. And you guys, if he gets close enough to you, I want you to touch him. Okay, because he'll just get closer. Thank you. There you go. There you go. There you go. Thank you, Debbie. Because I don't want him to end up in the crowd there. Cool.
I'm gonna watch that movie. It's a good thing. He was watching me before. See, look at him.
Now at this point, I feel like he's kind of asking a question. Now he's changed his gait. Let's see if you can lean over, Mark, and ask him to come to you. Just kind of lean down. Herbie. Good boy. Very good. He's kind of forgotten that he was spectacular. And you, when he was thinking about going the other way, you used your energies. So whenever you want to steer a horse, it's our natural reaction to go toward the horse. But instead of going toward them, you did the perfect thing. He was coming this way. You wanted him to go that way. So you pointed your belly button right in between you and the wall. See how that makes like a imaginary energy wall there? He felt it and he changed direction. If you would have pointed, like if the audience is a horse and I point I start walking toward the horse, you guys don't know if you're going to go left or right. You don't really know what the intention is. But if I point my energy over here, it's pretty clear for everyone which way are you supposed to go. Yes. Okay? So when you're playing with the horse at liberty, now I'm not going to say there's never ever a time where I don't walk straight toward the horse. But most of the time, if you want to cause them to do something, you make a wall with your energy and they're going to go the opposite way. That helpful? Mm-hmm. Cool. Good boy, Herbie.
That's what caused him to change direction and move back.
Yeah, well, and if he's coming this way around, it would actually be like his nose, right? Perfect. So, Herbie's getting a nice circling going on here. He's maintaining gait. So now we're going to play with the direction a little bit. And we're going to do the easiest way for them to ask them to change direction, just like I described, is to go toward the wall. At first, I don't care which way they turn. They can turn, there's kind of 2 directions they can turn. They can turn towards you, or they can turn away from you, right? Eventually, that was very good, Mark. Eventually, we want them, when I back up, my horse is going to come toward me. If I go toward him, my horse is going to go away from me. Okay, so eventually that's what we want. But in the beginning, we don't care too much. Now, what side of the barn, let me ask you this question, see if you know, and you probably do. Why aren't we standing down there?
because it's away from the stall.
Is-
It's close to the stall.
Brilliant.
There's food.
Brilliant. So whenever you're playing in an arena, an open space, you think, well, which side of the arena does my horse want to be on? And then that can be the same for when you go riding or driving. Is if I start to go in an arena, let's say I don't really have much of an opportunity to warm my horse up, I have to trot in, and it's like the warm-up arena. I can't play with him on the ground beforehand. If I try to ride him and say no, or drive him to that end of the arena, and he's like, no, that end's scary, and it's really far from my stall, it's really easy to get into a fight. But if I say, hey, where do you want to be? They say, well, I want to be next to my stall. Great. Let's go next to our stall, and let me get some communication going. And then, so for now, we're resting here. We're getting some nice patterns. Eventually, if I wanted to start expanding my range, I would do my higher energy activities down here, and then I would go like rest on the pedestal, or sit at the barrel, or play the happy tarp game that he loves, if he did love it.
Yeah.
For now, the tarp might be on this end. He's not doing a thing with the tarp. It was very, very good. So just some of the psychology that goes along with that, all right? So we're going to, also, eventually we don't want him to just run every time we send him. Okay, sometimes we want him to do other things. So we can start by alternating, sending him in a circle, and ask him to do something else, like back up. So why don't you just now go ahead and put a cookie in your hand, okay? You're going to show it to him, but not give it to him. Uh-huh. He's like, ooh. Me, Herbie, would like cookie. All right, now why don't you show him the cookie and kind of use it, point it toward his chest, and ask him, just kind of walk backward with him. See if you can get like 5 steps backward. You ready, Herbie? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow. And now he can have the cookie. Good boy. Very, very good. And everyone here is probably saying, wait, you're cheating. You used a cookie.
You're not supposed to use this?
No, you did perfect. You did perfect. I'm just trying to explain to everyone why you're so successful. Mark's like, well, I just always am.
I don't know how else to be.
Yeah, you got the wrong neat one.
I'll do autographs after.
Okay. I appreciate that. So Liberty is about really keeping your horse's attention, and their attention span is developed over time. Just the fact that you can stand with Herbie and he stood here for I don't know how many minutes is pretty impressive, because some horses wouldn't do that, right? So building up that attention, and if it means building it up over a cookie, then great, whatever it takes. All right, so last thing I'm going to talk about, because we're going to start doing change of direction. We're going to send him in a circle, and if we were to do a change of direction, and let's say eventually we really want him to turn toward us, do you think it would be better, like if he's circling around here, would it be better for us to back up toward this wall if we want him to turn toward us, or back up toward that wall if we want him to turn toward us?
Well, if he's, which direction is he going?
Let's say he's going that way, sure.
For him to come to me, I would probably back off this way,
Brilliant. And why would you say that?
because it's not fighting the direction. It's kind of going with the flow.
Exactly. So in whatever, if you're in a round pen, I don't care, and you're in an arena, to get a turn, if I want him to turn toward me, I'm going to use a draw of wherever he really wants to be and back up toward that direction. Perfect. Ready? All right. Let's go ahead and pick a direction and send him in that direction. And you guys, seriously, if he gets close enough, you can just make a wall as he's going around so he knows where that is. Perfect, Debbie.
Yeah.
So go ahead and pick a direction, Mark.
It's almost better to do it though ahead of time so that
Mhm.
he sees it.
Yep. Oh, look at that, Mark. That was very nice.
Without energy, that's not
Good job. Very good with your belly button. So now send him back to the right point before you move your feet. Lift your stick. Yep. Here. See how you didn't even have to move your feet? Oh, now he's exploring. So he does. And that's okay. Good boy, Herbie. That's a totally new option that you haven't explored yet. Yeah, this is great. He's like, somebody died in here and left their hair.
Less scary. He's like, that wasn't worse, and that's all that's fine. What happened in here?
So we're gonna kind of, until the horse knows the pattern, we're gonna kind of move our feet, okay? But we're gonna make it really clear. So go ahead and point with your left hand, and I'm just gonna kind of do it with you. Lift your stick, start swinging your stick, because we want him to go that way. Good, perfect. And we're moving this way, so there's lots of room over there, right? Come on, Herbie. Good, and now let's keep watching his tail. Swing your sticks early, guys. Good, and walk with me. Now, did you see how you turned him there, Mark? Yep, so point, yes, good job. Very good, Mark. Keep watching his tail. So if we want him to go in a circle, keep walking toward his tail. Good. It is wild and impressive. Let's let him fart around for a minute here. Good boy. Ah, good job, Mark. Very good, Mark. Wow. Good job.
Mark's a Jedi out there.
He is a Jedi. All right. So now why don't you try a change of direction, okay? So just wait a second and now go. Let's go over here. Ooh. Okay, that's okay. He just did it with his mind, you guys. He didn't even have to move his body.
Yeah.
Good. So keep following his tail. Go, Herbie. Good boy. And I kind of like the trot better than the canter at this point, because it means he's thinking. Very good. Good job. He's like, darn it, I thought I was done. Good. Now try another change of direction. So we're after he passes that clock, okay? You're going to walk to the wall. Okay. Good. Now walk to the clock over here, Mark. Yep. Because, okay, we'll stop for a second. Because, like you said, this is the way he wants to go. So, hi, Herbie. This is the way he wants to go. So by walking over here, he's more likely to. Yeah, well, it might be 4 circles in our case. But if you let him go past, and then right after he's gone past, then we have lots of time to get over here. You know. Yes. Exactly. That is exactly it. You want to give him a carrot for being so impressive? He did. And now strategically, we're standing over here, right? And so, and he looked at us, he walked toward us. If you wanted your horse to come to you, where's probably the easiest or the best place to stand to get him to come to you? In this whole arena, where does he want to be? Right. Then we're kind of generally over there, right? So it worked. So that means if we were standing over there, maybe he would come, but maybe he wouldn't. So I think we can definitely win him over with the cookies. Absolutely. Good boy. So now, like we said, we wanted to alternate different things we're doing. We want to not just send him in a circle. So we're going to do something else. So go ahead and get a cookie in your hand, okay? Oh, this is the best part, says Herbie. Yeah, he doesn't get it yet. All right, so now we're going to see if we can get him to move his hindquarters around that you can walk a circle around him, okay? So you're going to show him the treat, okay? And then you're going to start walking and have him follow you. Walk toward his tail and keep on. Yep, good, good. Oh, he lost, there we go. See how his nose is coming with you? This is perfect. After he gets all the way around, now he can have a treat. Amazing, amazing. I know, right?
You probably up on my tree.
Yeah.
Did you?
Make you look good.
Well, you know, I did do that once before, but it was very good. So, do you see how we're teaching him to back up? There, did you see how he was turning his hindquarters? Okay, and it's the same way that you can do that online, except for now we're using his attention span instead of a rope. Okay, all right. So we're going to try this again. So our plan is we're going to send him in a circle. Okay, we're going to let him do a couple of circles, and then right after he goes past here, whichever direction it might be, you're going to step to the clock, okay, and stop him. You saw how he stopped over here, right? Let him think for a second, and then you're going to try sending him. So he's, let's say I'm him, okay, and cantering, snorting, looking beautiful. Okay, and then so you go ahead and stand over there, okay? Herbie can come with you. So I'm running around, and I come around the corner, and I say, Mark, you moved. I didn't notice. So if he's coming around the corner and you think, man, he's not looking at me, that's when, right now, I want you to point in the other direction. So right now, point. And then if he's still not looking, start waving your stick. Yes. And I say, I'm supposed to go
Yes, sir.
that way. All right? One of the biggest, most important things, and just stay there. Let's say I want to do some awesome change of direction. So as I'm cantering this way, now go ahead and I come around the corner. Yes, and then wave your stick. Now at that point, if I wanted him to continue then circling around me, I would have you come back to the middle. Okay? So let's say I change direction. Now go ahead, and now wait a minute. This is very interesting. You're doing the right thing, but where is your belly button pointed? Yes, yes. Because if you walked like you did you see how that would have actually caused me to do that, right? So as you're walking back, yeah, pointing your belly button toward my tail. Now I move a whole lot slower than Herbie does, but you don't have to rush because of him. He says, oh, everything has to happen fast. You just move as slow as you want. He'll eventually catch up with you. Okay? So why don't you go ahead, and I'll just step off to the side because you're doing pretty amazing here. I'll step in if you actually need me. Okay, so go ahead and pick a direction, Mark. Good. Yep. Yes. Now, if that's not the way you want him to go, then walk over here, right? Yep. Wave your stick. Good. Now, tail. Tail. Yes. Oh, yep. Yes. Good, Mark. And tail. And see if you can step again toward the middle, because he's going to feel a little squeeze here. Good. Go ahead and ask him to walk. There you go. Good. Nice walk. I'm happy with this. It's not a gallop. Good. Now, if he gets down there and he gets stuck again, go ahead and ask him again. Point, lift your stick, slap the ground, and then start walking toward his tail if you need to. Yep. There you go. Perfect. He's really concerned with that.
All that hair.
Good. Keep watching his tail. Good. So we're going to let him do a couple of circles here. Good. Keep watching his tail. That's great.
So he keeps his belly button towards his tail.
Yep. Good. Wave your stick. Good boy. Tail. Watch his tail. There you go. Let's have our goal be 2 circles. 1. Good job. Good job, Mark. Doing some good almost change of directions regardless. Perfect. You're doing great. Oh, yeah. Well, let's see what happens. So he's going to go by. Oh, good.
Job, Mark.
If you feel like they're going to go by, there you go. Good. Walk to the wall, Mark. There. Perfect. Did you see as soon as he turned his belly button? Good job. Send him to the right. Good. Now he's like, I don't want to go right anymore, Mark. Good job, Mark. That's perfect. Perfect, Mark. Keep watching his tail as long as you want him to continue to go right. Good job, Mark.
Nice job, Mark.
We're just going to see if we can get a few circles here. Good job, Mark. Good job. Doing great. And if you feel like you're getting dizzy and he's kind of caught onto the circle thing, you can kind of not turn with him and just go more neutral. Good job, yeah. Good job, Mark. I'll tell you about what's kind of going on in Herbie's head in a second. That's right. Very good. He's like, what? It was my idea to go left. I thought I was the one saying I'm going to go right. Good. This is perfect. Now Herbie's kind of thinking, I thought this was all my plan, and apparently Mark has some ideas too. Good. This is better. Let's go ahead and reword that for a second, Mark. So lean down, call his name.
Nice.
Very, very good. Good. Let him relax for a second. He kind of felt that we were planning on doing some change of directions, so he thought he should do them himself.
Look him look at you.
This is all because of you, lady.
Yeah.
Good boy, Herbie. So again, we were going back to just seeing if we could stay in one direction, right? And at first he was like, no, I have all kinds of ideas. What if we go left? What if we go right? What if we stop there? And then finally, it felt like it was your idea at the end.
The other thing I noticed, if I point like 5 feet behind him, it looks better.
Mm.
The right at his hind point, because he has a tendency
Yes.
to turn.
Yes.
Be about 5 feet behind, and then he kept going the same direction.
Perfect. Great, Mark. Weird, the power of the belly button.
Yeah.
Go ahead and see if you can get some backing up again. Let's do 5 steps again. That's right. Use your cookie. Use the power of the cookie. Yeah. I'm just planning your future, Herbie. Nice, Mark. Wow. That was perfect, Mark.
Yeah.
Now, if you were, and we're going to keep on experimenting for a minute, but let's say if you had a horse at home that every time they went in the round pen, they just went wild like this, all right? Because we would expect, I mean, he's doing pretty good. He's having fun here, but I want him to get to the point where he comes out and he does other things other than just run around like a goofball. So if if we wanted that and we thought, oh, Herbie's I'd prefer him not run around so much. He's doing a lot of canter practice. That's totally fine. We could put a bunch of logs out here so that they don't just get so frantic. Some horses get really frantic, especially in a round pen. Let's see if you can get him to go to the left. All right. And then if that goes well, we'll play with some change of directions. Good. Very good, Mark. Isn't that nice? Mm-hmm. Good job, Mark. Feels really good, actually. Good job. Wow, who would have thought you could have had Herbie walk a circle? So now you could feel like he's a little, yep. Now what were you going to do? Yes. Or, yes. Can you feel he's a little suspicious? Yes, exactly. See how Mark gave him more space there? Good. Oh, nice lead changes, Herbie. There you go. Good. Again. Good. That's really good. Good. Now this canter is looking different to me. Oh, look, a normal trot. Good. Yeah. Good, Mark. And a walk. Wow. That was good. Even this is way better, Mark, don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Let's do one more circle like this and then we'll reward him. Cool. Go ahead and bring him in, Mark. I'm really happy with this. Did that feel different to you guys? Yeah. Did it feel different to you? Yeah. Yes. And you can't blame a horse for coming out here and being happy and excited and playful. That's totally fine. But what's important about it is that you kind of play with them, right? You find, how can I play with that and have it be something useful and that I don't die in the process? But that once they have finally come down off of that adrenaline, that you continue to ask them to do things. Because I felt like some of these horses, we would bring them out and they would be like, okay, now I want to run and play. I'm done. Take me to my stall. And you just create this kind of this monster, especially with like the first time I rode Norm, I got on and he said, now you hold on and I'm going to trot. You hang on and I'm going to trot. And then I'm going to trot the other way. And then we're going to walk and then we're going to canter. And then I'm going to stop in the middle and I'm done. Like, actually, we're going to be out for like 4 hours, Norm. So you better just settle down. But it felt like almost like I know the pattern, you don't. Hang on, and I will teach you. And so we it was kind of outlasting that, and the same way we've done with him. Now he's like, wait a minute, I ran in circles and looked beautiful, and he's not as dominant as like Norm is, but you see him now, he's asking questions. It's like, well, I thought we were done, Mark. I thought that was all I had to do was look great and I could be done. So now he's exploring other options. Like, maybe this is going to last a lot longer than I thought it was. Go ahead and try sending him to the right again. Well, actually, we didn't do our other thing, right? Go ahead and remember we do circle and then we do one other thing. So why don't you show him a cookie and have him, just like you did before, turn in a circle where you walk toward his hindquarters. Okay, go ahead and try that.
So Farrah,
good.
For just this horse, Farrah, or for all horses, you should circle and then do something else, and then circle and do something else.
You should
For all of them?
always change it because, Mark, this is amazing.
Well, he's not even moving his front feet.
That was perfection in motion.
Yeah.
Why would you think that would be beneficial?
Well, it's not winding them up. Circle tends to wind them up. So it
Mhm.
helps to balance their energy and their mind, right?
Yes, absolutely. What are some other things? Yes, Debbie.
Anticipation.
Yes.
That he's not anticipating, he's doing what you're asking, not what he wants to do.
You ever had a horse where you're playing at Liberty, you can't like just get them to stand there and do something like this? It's because that if you do a whole bunch of circles in a row, they're like, well, that's what we do. Versus, okay, we did the circle, now we do backing up. Now we move the hindquarters. So at least balancing out. Great question. All right. So let's see. Let's go to the right again, Mark. All right. And then if he offers that nice circle, then we'll try a change of direction. Okay. Nice. Really, really good. Good boy. Good job, Mark. Very good, Mark. You did a spin even. Mm-hmm. And Mark's gonna lay his horse down. On command. Lay down. Good boy.
And we're done.
Can you get? Oh, let's see what he does after. Oh, I feel better. Does anyone know why he's doing that?
Is he releasing adrenaline?
He's hot. He's releasing adrenaline. Yep. He was on adrenaline for a while there. He's having fun, but he was on adrenaline. Now it's just part of him. You ever had a horse really rub their face on you and you're like, ugh, so irritating. Actually, part of the reason they're doing that is usually to get rid of their adrenaline. Yeah. That's why I kind of just, here, do it on my arm. All right. Watching his tail. Because you know there's kind of a little squeeze going on over here, right? Can you feel how he sped up here, Mark? Yep. Good job. Yep. Good. And now let's see if it happens as much. Good. So let's see if he does a couple of nice circles here. One. You see his nose starting to tip toward Mark, his ear? Good. So this is looking good, Mark. So why don't you ask him to change direction? So after he okay, next time he goes by the clock, good. Now walk to the clock and start, oh, good job. So he was going right, so yes, exactly. Yes, exactly, Mark.
Mark, but if they turn towards you.
Or it's just you have great strategy. I take everything as a compliment, though. So. Exactly. That was awesome, Mark. Now, why don't you go ahead and bring him in again, Mark? Ready? Get down. Herbie. Good, Herbie. He's like, wait a minute, you have ulterior motives.
Right over the tarp.
Yeah, right over
Good.
the tarp.
Good boy.
Now, would it be smart for him to back
What's he
up?
thinking, Farrah?
He's scared.
Either that or step off to the left if he wanted him to. But Mark is testing something here a little bit, so.
I failed.
No, you didn't fail. That was pretty good. I mean, you didn't snort and jump in the air. The other thing I loved is that there's all this junk in the arena, and he was like touching the cones and jumping.
Check it out, the tarp,
know.
though.
Play that neck
Good
arch. That's arch.
boy. Very good. Go ahead and see if you can just walk up to him and pet him a little bit, Mark, and see what he does. He's doing a great job of just standing there, though. He is. He's doing great. boy. It's the stuff. So what we figured out with Herbie is it's not necessarily the tarp that he's worried about, right? What did we talk about the other night? Because he can put the tarp on his back.
Stays by his legs.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
His feet.
Because it doesn't have to be the tarp. It can be the poles. It can be the pedestal. It can be whatever. It can be part of that. You know, Vicky said, he did have things around his legs for training that might have scared him, and absolutely true. Or there are, I've seen horses that, wild Mustangs off the range. Obviously, they've never had anything around their legs. They do the same thing. So can be that, or it can be just unconfidence in general.
I don't like when I see a snake, so I get it.
Well, if you're on the range and there's a predator, you run through things in your legs, you're probably going to get eaten, right? So you stay out in the clear. And good boy.
It's not so scary over here.
You're doing great, Herbal.
Not so scary.
Oh,
There was a wolf out there this morning,
really?
going after some deer. He said,
Wow. Let's see if you can pick up his foot. Just pretend like you're going to go and clean his hoof out. You can put your stick down if you want. Just the test. Good boy. Oh, Herbie.
Good boy.
Love you, Mark, but you're doing great, Mark. Very good, Herbie. Excellent. And now we can have, are we going to do this one? Very good, Herbie.
Yes. How about this one?
Good boy.
Oh,
Okay, now you're playing overachiever, Mark.
Yeah.
this is awesome.
Now Santa May was out of the arena and do it.
I'll give him a cookie for that.
He's used to the foot thing, though, aren't
He's like, you never do this without a halter, Mark. It's weird.
you? Yeah. That is a little strange.
Well, and it's proof, right? You can do it without a halter. You're like, oh, he's really being a partner. He's really involved with what I'm doing. Good boy, Herbie.
I really like how he's keeping his eyes low.
All right. So let's do a few more change of directions here, Mark. I think it's going quite well. Good boy, Herbie. Good. Very nice. Yep, we're the scary people. It's like those people randomly flick things at me. Hey, look at this, Mark. That is nice. Good. And he can just walk the whole time. He's like, wow, there's options. I could actually walk. Very cool.
Look at that. Looked in, asked a question.
And now we're going to try a change of direction. So the next time he goes, now he's moving a little slower, so it's a little easier. So after he goes past the clock, and if you can do it facing him, that's kind of fun because then you can see what he's doing. Yep. Yep. And kind of watch him as you back up. Yes. Yep. And back up all the way if you need to. That's okay. That's okay. And then go ahead and go forward. Yeah. Because did he do a change?
Mhm.
Yeah. He changed direction. That's right, Mark. Good job. Come on, dude. Good job, Mark. He's like, darn it. Nice job, Mark. Good job, Mark. Let him do a couple circles, and then we're going to change again. 1. Oh, he heard me.
Yep.
Good job, Mark. One. Now there's a different look on his face. to, next time he goes past the clock, ask for a change of direction. Good. Oh, good boy.
Oh.
Yep, yep, yep. And step over here. Yep. And now go to the middle. Yep. You see how you could get in his way? Wow, Mark.
Nice.
That was perfect.
Here, what would happen if you backed up to the
And
clock?
then let's do one more circle and then bring him in. One. And now go ahead and bring him in.
Good boy.
Herbie, super Herbie.
Nice job.
It can, so the question was, what would happen if you backed up to the clock instead of walking forward to the clock? And that would be the next step of what you could do, because that way you could keep an eye on what he's doing, right? And you could use your belly button a little bit more effectively. But the most important thing for me, especially when, if a horse is moving that fast, I don't want somebody to. I've run a lot of people backwards on their butt before.
We're so I just wondered if there was a reason for that one, because he did.
First of all, we just have to get the change of direction. So by pointing his belly button at the clock, we're saying you cannot pass there. Okay? And then we can start to be more particular about how we change direction. All right, let's do one other little thing here. Mark, Mark, why don't you take a cookie, okay? And you're gonna show it to him, but not give it. Ha ha, Herbie.
He's like, what?
This is such an evil game. Now you're gonna pretend like that cookie is your lead rope, okay? So I want you to start walking, like have him kind of walk beside you, and you're going to show him the cookie and have him follow the cookie as he's walking. He's like, are we walking toward the tarp? No. So he didn't follow, so try once more. He was busy thinking about the tarp. Yep. Walk toward me a little bit. And you can use your stick just a little bit behind you. There. See how you're asking him to come with you? Good boy, Herbie. Perfect, Mark. Excellent. He's kind of reading my mind anyway. Good job. See if you can walk around. This is excellent, Mark. That's okay. That's okay. That's cool. I like him. He's an ambitious dude.
Yeah, do it.
Good. And go ahead and stop for a second. Good. And give him a cookie. He was great, right?
Good boy.
Good boy. We'll get to exciting things here. Good. Go ahead and try it again. Yeah. Good. Beautiful. This is a perfect position. Feel how you can kind of gently ask him to come with you if you want with your stick. This position right beside his neck there. This is wonderful. Good boy, Herbie. Good boy. Good. Come here, Herbie. He's like, we're getting down here. Good boy. Nice job, Mark. Walk a little bit more, Herbie, then you can have a cookie. Yeah, well, give him a cookie now so he has faith. All right. Well, there you go. Or not. Cool. Now just stop. Now stop for a second, Mark. Stop. Good. Give him a cookie. Good boy. Good boy.
Mark, you did that pedestal well.
Why don't you show him a cookie one more time and go back to the pedestal? I love you, Mark. Cookie. All right. Now bring him back to the pedestal. You can step on the pedestal just like you did. Good. And then just stop there. Good boy. Good. And show him the cookie and see if you can ask him to put one foot on there. He's like, Yep. Stay a little closer to the pedestal so he can. Yep. Show him the cookie. Show him the cookie. Use the cookie. There you go. He's thinking about it. Let him look at the cookie. Yep. Huh, he says. Good boy. Good. He's good. Now actually put the cookie on the pedestal. He's contemplating this. See if he'll eat it off the pedestal. Yep, you might have to point at it. Herbie, look. He's like, you dropped it. Good boy. Show him the cookie again. Herbie.
That's a trick.
Good boy. Yep, show it to him again. Good. Show him the cookie again. Yep. Keep his attention at the cookie. Do whatever you can. Keep his attention at the cookie. See how his liberty is all about attention. See how he's... If you can keep their focus on something, when your horse stays with you for an hour, there you go, Mark. There you go. Good. It's because they thought about you for an hour straight, right? And if you can keep your horse with you for an hour, they're probably safe to ride.
Did he eat it? Good boy.
Good. Good. Show him another cookie. Good boy, Herbie. Good. Now go ahead and take him for a walk again, Mark. Oh, he's thinking. He's a thinker. Take him for a walk again. Come on, Herbie. Yep. We were talking about the pedestal. Well, that's okay. That's okay.
He's thinking so hard he's stuck. Wait, I was just starting to think about the pedestal.
There you go, Mark. Exactly. He's thinking.
Yeah.
He's already walking.
Here.
No,
Humans have such
Good. So if he starts to lean over it, then you can give him a cookie. Look at it. Look at his little brain. His brain is frozen. He's like,
Oh.
oh boy. So far. It's hard to know, like, what do you reward, right?
Yeah.
A thought. Good. Go ahead and give him a cookie. Will he eat it?
He'll eat it.
He'll eat it?
That's what he said.
But why so far away?
Yeah.
Look at this drooling.
Is he?
Yeah. Good job, Mark. Good. Now I would give him a cookie for that because he got closer, right? So, Mark, did you have fun?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Good. You're welcome. What did you learn from doing this today?
Well, get rid of the rope.
I'm going to get rid of that nasty rope. Well, Mark, it's really a pleasure coaching you, and you're so brave to come in front of all these women